Sigrika, why don't you answer the question? Sigrika?
Isn't she supposed to be a future Heliotic 6 successor?
What happened?
This question isn't all that hard.
Take a seat, Sigrika. You've been distracted lately. Your grades are slipping. Is something wrong?
The lecture ended a while ago, Siggy. Why are you still here?
The question. I couldn't figure out the answer.
Don't worry, Ziggy. Whatever it is, I'm sure you can solve it. You're a Heliotic 6 successor, remember? Even the riddles of Minerva's treasure are nothing to you.
Leave it. The future is Heliotic 6.
Not what I was expecting.
Even a sorceress favor her.
What now, future Heliotic 6 successor? Still planning to keep struggling under that title? Still brave enough to promise everyone you'll always be the best?
I'm still in the dark side. Who are you?
Who am I? Haven't the riddles shown you already? Heliotic 6 successor? Surely you've heard this story before. Long ago, the children of Beata Woods played an interesting game. The elders strung runes into chains of stars, turning the forest into a maze of riddles.
Each rune leads to the next. Find the first, and you'll know where to find the next.
In the end, one girl made it through the forest. The applause washed over her. Your friend said you could pluck the stars hidden within runes and forge their frequencies into gold. Your mother said you would bathe in the blessing of sunlight early. That the imprints were proof of your gift. So you kept drawing those runes again and again, pushing yourself to always be the best. But deep down, you knew better than anyone.
I knew you could do it, Siggy.
You're doing even better next
I'm
time,
a future
Sigrika.
Heliotic 6 successor. Their expectations were like gold. I don't dare be the one to drop them.
You've never dared to imagine yourself failing. You fear their comfort just as much as their blame. Is it because you lack the confidence to face falling short? Or because you're arrogant enough to believe you ever could?
You... How do you...
How can I know this?
Because I am you. Haven't you wondered why Ayla saw you in the dark side? Why all those riddles mirrored your life? Every change in the dark side, every strange whisper you heard, every tacit discord you faced, they all came from you, Sigrika. And you'll always end up back here.
Sigrika?
Senior. I couldn't do it. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
It's not your fault, Sigrika. What did you see in the dark side?
I don't know. It's all wrong. Why is this happening? It felt like a nightmare. No, not a nightmare. It was all real. It's all my fault. The tacit discords, the riddles, all the disturbances in the dark side are coming from me. I'm not brave enough to face failure, so I tell myself I can handle everything. I'm terrified of letting everyone down, of not living up to expectations. I'm so scared. What do I do now?
It was just a nightmare. We got out with the students, remember? You did everything you could. And you did well.
Was it really just a nightmare? That voice, the one telling us to stay, I know who it is now. It's me. I was the one who made it. That's why I could solve the riddles and see those tacit discords. It told me I would always end up back there. What should I do to stop it from getting worse?
There's no right answer I can give you. But whatever you decide to do, I'll be there to help you.
But isn't that just relying on someone else?
No. The fight is yours to finish. But you won't be fighting it alone. You once told me that you hear so many voices when you close your eyes. The things you heard in the dark side aren't so different from what I'm telling you now. They're all just voices. What matters isn't how they make you feel, but what you choose to do after hearing them.
Even if what I choose ends up making things worse.
Even then, it'll be okay. At least we've tried our best till the end and have no regrets. I know someone who saw her own end coming from a mile away. Someone very dear to me. But she walked right toward it, towards her own sacrifice. She wanted to save the world. In the end, she kept her promise. What she did, I couldn't judge. Still, I saw her resolve and courage. Those could never be wrong. And I'm far from perfect. There are things I can't do either. But no matter what happens, I won't regret the choices I've made.
So, I should try? Even if I might fail? Senior, I need some time to think about this.
Right on time. The movie is about to start. Come on, Rover. Let's go inside. Looks like the protagonist seems a little lost. It does. I actually spoke with her after the incident. She asked what I would do if I were in her place. I told her I'd do everything within my power not to leave behind any regrets. But I can say that from the comfort of my experience. Has she reached out to you since then? Perhaps you should go see her. She spent so long trying to live up to others' expectations. She's forgotten she needs to face her own first. And that takes a different kind of courage. Especially when she is the very eye of the dark side's vortex. Yes, Mornier confirmed that the abnormal frequency matches the tacit discord you encountered. It's the source.
Now we can finally drag that shadow into the light.
Precisely. It told Sigrika she would always return. To make that happen, it will have to issue a new riddle. As for the rest, that's up to Sigrika now. Look, even this movie's protagonist is choosing to go back to where it all began. After everything she's been through, she still chooses to face what she once ran from. A fitting ending, don't you think?
You're here. Was the campus filled with people on your way here? I heard the student council set up a huge balloon arch, then the whole string got blown away by the wind and the kids chased it halfway across campus. Oh, to be young. The infirmary's been busy these past few days as well. I've been seeing a steady stream of patients with collapses, cuts, and bruises. I'd probably skip lunch if I didn't make some snacks this morning. Here, freshly made waffles. I tweaked the recipe to make it a bit more refreshing. A little less sugar and a touch more lemon zest and butter. Care to taste one? Is that so? I'm glad to hear that. It seems my little experiment worked out. I was quite confident about the lemon juice. After all, that golden shade is the one I know too well. You can tell the balance of sweet and sour at a glance. Maybe I can try this approach with other desserts and dishes. Would you be my official taste tester? Of course. The academy has been turned upside down with all the celebration preparations. I had a line of students waiting with bumps and bruises that reached the staircase. And then, there are those who are perfectly fine. They just pop in for a chat or a snack or a bit of a pep talk. So here I am, bandaging patients on one side, gently coaxing the others back to class. Even Nana has been so busy that her reactions have gotten a little slow. I have to step in and recalibrate her system occasionally. Come to think of it, if I hadn't become a doctor, I might have made a pretty good engineer. But being busy like this for a change does make things interesting. I've been busy before, kind of busy where you need a formal appointment to even see me. Back when work and chasing the Fraxidus took over every waking hour. That's no longer the case anymore, you know. After all, I am in your debt. If you hadn't introduced me to Lahai Roy, I may still be standing outside a sterile operating room, yawning at cold reports. What's that look for? Wondering if I've been completely won over by life at the academy? Definitely. Oh, I have to tell you about the student who came by yesterday. He swore he was possessed by a floating spirit, and he could hear someone singing all night long. Sometimes distant, and sometimes near. He just couldn't escape the sound. There it goes again. Can't manage to spook you even for a little. Turned out he simply left his bedtime music on, and it had woven its way into his dreams. All right. That's enough ghost stories for today. Anything else you'd like to eat? Steak, grilled cod, or a dish from Huang Long, perhaps? You know, I'd really love to learn more about Huang Long's cooking. Since you spent so much time there, you must be quite familiar with the local cuisine. That might not be too bad, actually. I'd rather have everyone come here just for a good meal. Anyway, I'll keep improving these waffles. Maybe make them a little sweeter and crispier, then add a drizzle of maple syrup and some freshly diced fruit on top. I have a feeling this would make it better. Next time you can...
Dr. Herson! Someone just fainted at the celebration!
Seems like we'll have to cut our tea time short today. I'm so sorry about that. Especially since I was the one who invited you. And until next time. Once I'm done, I'll treat you to a proper dinner.
You're holding it too close. Using a communicator like that would make you look too suspicious. Relax. I already adjusted the settings before giving it to you. Just keep it in your pocket The key is to stay calm and look natural.
So, what does your receiver look like?
Why not take a guess? Unfortunately, you guessed wrong. Think of something that pairs with a mirror, like a lip balm.
Anyway, we should probably focus on the back-to-school exam. I heard President Lucilla wrote the questions. Now just imagine our pass rate. Freshmen, you'd better be ready.
Exam guides? You mean like notes, previous tests, or lecture reviews? Forget it. None of that works on President Lucilla's exams. According to her, don't think of it as a test of knowledge, but an assessment of your life skills. After all, here at Star Torch, knowledge isn't just for show. It's what lets you breathe and move forward.
Yeah, she really doesn't like those old scholars who keep talking about theories all day.
Speaking of our professors, is there anyone who might go easy on students? Maybe Professor Savi?
Professor Savi? Maybe. People say he treats students like his own kids. We just saw him earlier.
But isn't he one of those old scholars the president dislikes? I heard they had a dispute once. He refused to compromise his academic pursuits, and it all ended on a sour note.
Ugh. Adult drama. Let's not dwell on it. Oh, and why are you asking about Professor Savi? Say no more. He's nearby. You can find him up ahead.
They remember it so clearly. Guess my speech on the opening ceremony wasn't a complete waste of time. Of course not. If we are having ugly disputes simply over academic issues, Star Torch Academy wouldn't even need to exist.
Professor, about my... I read it. Aside from the title, the rest was mind-numbingly long and irritating, like a damn void worm. And don't you dare include my name in your acknowledgements. That'd be pure slander. That's all. A freshman. What is it?
Well done. That voice? It's Professor Carl. You better answer him candidly. He's one of the tough nuts, just like Professor Savi.
Savi? He's probably prepping instruments. The man seems to be trapped in his research lately. Ever since he got back from the dark side, he's been calling for its shutdown, saying no one should go in. Caused another big argument with the top brass. Why? Probably because of Lucilla and her merry band. They must have botched something and Savi caught wind of it. You're new, so you probably wouldn't know. Savi and I don't really see eye to eye with Lucilla. She's a fine teacher, but as the Academy's leader, hardly. If it's about scholarship, we have geniuses like Professor Mornier. If it's about leadership, we have investors with far more experience. And yet, she, an average resonator with no special expertise, is now carrying the Academy's future. Really? Forget it. Don't even know why I'm bringing this up with a student. Guess I've been bottling that up for too long.
About what Professor Carl just said.
Oh, don't worry. I'm fine. In my position, hearing skeptical voices is part of the job. But tell me, Rover, what do you think a president should be like? And where should Star Torch Academy be heading? Oh, no rush. Go see it for yourself. let's keep moving. Professor Savi should be just ahead. And one more thing. He is also a memory-type resonator. He can reproduce and project objects from his memories. To keep you focused, I'll stay quiet during your conversation.
You're late. Did you bring all the materials I asked for? Hand me the recalibrator. What? My mistake. I thought you were my assistant. You are, have we met before? The Academy newspaper. You must be the student behind the success of the new solar ceremony, right? So, when the launch program for Helios bugged out, how did you manage to recalibrate the parameters? And what about the live drive data? Watching a project come to life always gets me a little overexcited. I helped with part of the launch mechanism myself. Oh, I haven't even introduced myself properly. I'm Savi, professor from the Department of Engineering and a past recipient of the Space Trek Collective's Star Torch Prize. This prize hasn't been awarded in years due to the difficult situation. Oh, don't get me wrong, I'm not showing off. I keep it to remind myself that our science did make headway before. Though now... Anyway, what brings you here?
Lucila mentioned that he's not on good terms with the management. I can't let him know I was sent here by her. Still, we're both victims of the dark side. Maybe approaching from that angle won't raise suspicion. I'm here to talk about the dark side. Sagrika and I had an accident there, and I heard other students and professors experience something similar. There are so many conflicting stories about it. As someone who'd been there, I want to know if everyone saw the same thing. You've entered it too, haven't you, Professor?
Before that, tell me, what did you see in there? Unfortunately, although I did enter the dark side once, I didn't see any of that. Still, with all these incidents, the place should be completely sealed, especially from students. Now, I have to prepare for an experiment. We can have more discussion next time. Oh, and, that medal's yours now. The Star Torch Prize may have been discontinued, but your contribution to the new solar ceremony deserves recognition. What we need now is another breakthrough in technology. So, take it. That's my personal acknowledgement.
Yes, I've heard everything.
Looks like Professor Savi didn't want to open up about what he saw on the dark side.
Even so, that medal's a valuable lead. It's deeply connected to him. Please place the medal in front of the makeup mirror. I can't touch it myself, so I'll read and tune its frequency remotely. Excellent. Now, leave the rest to the adult.
President. Can you still hear me?
Yes, the comms are stable. Let's begin.
This is strange. I was setting up the room according to the riddle the Academy gave me, but now it's... Who changed the riddle? Who altered the scene? Could it be that rabbit the students keep mentioning? Either way, I should focus on restoring the room through memory projection. If a student gets misled and causes another accident, it'll be a real headache.
So, this is Professor Savi's memory when he first entered the dark side. He stayed here quite a while and used his forte. From what we just saw, he was one of the staff involved in the new solo celebration. He came here to restore the scene that had been tampered with. But...
Something wrong?
not exactly. Maybe because I'm a memory-type resonator too. Something caught my attention. People think memory-type resonators like us are masters of memories and emotions, unshaken by illusions or insults. But no forte is perfect. When we pour all focus into manipulating memories, information floods the mind. That's when we're most vulnerable. The anomaly in the dark side preys on the mind. If I were a Fraxidus member, I'd strike then.
Gone again? No matter how good you are at hide and seek, your traces stay in my memory. I'll just need to use my forte again. No use hiding. I know you're there. Surprised? Staring at yourself. No. I know what this is. The dark side's a mirror. You're just my shadow. Ha! Even if I'm a shadow, so what? I'm still part of you. Afraid your shadow might know a few of your secrets. Secrets you've been running from. You're trapped, desperate for progress. Like that Huang Long researcher who eventually threw everything away for the truth. Pascar Spectrum. That name rings a bell. I'm nothing like Pascar. Oh, you're right about that. You don't even have his courage to give it all up. That's why you're stuck here, like a labyrinth running in circles. But what if I told you the answer you've been seeking is right here? Something about your current project. Go on. Take a look. The data model was wrong from the start. Is this where the error lies? If I fix it, my second hypothesis could actually work. Then, based on the corrected model, the result should be... Wait. There's a formula missing. The first half matches my derivation perfectly. Where's the rest? Where's the other half of the formula? I never said the answer was free. Let's make a fair trade. Offer something of equal value, and the answer's yours. Look, I've even prepared the stakes for you. Everything tied to your research. Thesis, data, it's all here. So, which one's worth the truth? See? No weight at all. Your report's worthless. Try again. Ah, no. Far from enough. Is that the extent of your pride in knowledge? Why not wager everything? That can't be. But it can. You've spent all your chips. What else do you have left to trade? Ah, right. Almost forgot about that. Your greatest honor, wasn't it? Let's see if it's worth anything. Look at that. You've given everything, and yet you still can't trade for a single answer. Or maybe the scale is the answer. The so-called scientific pursuit at Lahai Royal contributes nothing to the advance of human civilization. And of course, it can't change what sleeps beneath Lahai. You know exactly what I mean.
Enough! You don't understand anything.
Oh, don't I? You've got nothing left? Oh, but there's still one last thing you can trade. Your life. Go on. This is the part you idealists always love, isn't it?
I told you, you don't understand. You're just preying on desperate seekers of truth. I won't let anyone else enter this room.
So that's why Professor Savi was so determined to keep everyone out of the dark side.
He was protecting them in his own way. He feared that eager students or passionate teachers might trade their lives for an illusion of truth. Greatness isn't just about achievement. Sometimes it's about facing reality and still choosing to live with dignity. At Star Torch Academy, we pursue truth, yes, but we value the journey more than the destination. Weighing our worth on a scale? That's true ignorance. Now then, if we cross-check the clues from Savi with the Academy's earlier findings, you're half right. The key isn't the forte itself, it's what it acts upon. Remember? Professor Savi used his forte to restore the scene, and other student victims used theirs to take something from the dark side. In both cases, they influenced the space itself. That's the real link.
found the answer. I'll wait for you here. Hello? Lucilla?
Look, there's actually one more thing I didn't mention. After the celebration, every Darkseid victim shared one trait. They were all memory-type resonators, and there aren't many of us in the Academy. Only one remains. You understand what that means now, don't you? Focus my mind. Loosen my thoughts. Just a little. Give the threat an opening. A small price to draw it out. In that false professor's words, a fair trade it is. Since the Fraxidus went to such lengths to invite me, well, as the president, how could I turn down the feast?
That student, you seem to trust him quite a lot.
Mm-hmm. You'll understand once you meet him yourself. Anyway, how's your progress?
Just as planned. No one else remains in the dark side. But the rabbit's clever. Every room has traces of its frequency. I can't pin down its exact trail.
Huh. If it were easy to catch, their little feast wouldn't be half as entertaining, would it? And remember, if anything unexpected happens, you know what to do.
Since the Fraxidus went to such lengths to invite me, well, as the president, how could I turn down the feast? Of course. And I knew if I told you sooner, you'd either stop me or try to follow me. But there's something only you can do from the outside. The dark side is unstable by nature. Remember what I said? The Academy used riddles to regulate its gateways. Most have been replaced by Fraxidus riddles, but a few originals are still hidden in the Academy's archive. And the archive is inclusive. Be careful what you dig into. Rover, I need you to set a stable Darkseid exit with a riddle unknown to the Fraxidus.
Remember what you told Sagrika at the celebration? That means no matter what, we stick together.
Even if I said no, you'd come anyway, wouldn't you? Fine. The dark side is a maze. I'll leave a few clues behind to guide you. But if anything goes wrong, promise me you'll get out immediately.